Hey folks, this is Tax System, the Predatory Lenders, Washington Bureau. Now here you can see the July unemployment report is out, and unemployment came in at 8.3%, and underemployment came in at 15%. And here you can see the average hourly earnings came in at $19.77 an hour. And also your average hours worked is 34.5 hours a week. So here you can see the average American makes about $2,900 a month, or $35,000 a year. So let's go out to the street to see what the folks think about this. Now the July unemployment report is out, and unemployment came in at 8.3, and underemployment came in at 15%. What do you think about that?
Whoa, that's way too high. I've got jobs for them if they want to be mischievous.
It sounds like the economy might be going back up. Maybe it's time for me to start looking for another job.
Well, I think the economy's slowly turning around. It's probably going to take another year and a half to really reverse, but 8% is pretty good. It's when you're up to 24 that's really bad. And it usually does take a long time to recreate all those jobs as one sector, you know, fades out and a new one's created. A lot of jobs are being done away with because of mechanization and stuff. So it's, you know, they have to find new ways of creating opportunities.
Well, I think right now that the unemployment is dropped because the economy is so low, our dollar is devaluing, and also in the economy, we still don't have many jobs yet because there are a lot of foreigners coming here and building more economic growth by buying up corporations. The unemployment right now is kind of low because our system is overpopulated here in America, and people are coming from all sorts of countries and every state. And it's being overpopulated here, especially in Los Angeles County.
There were job gains in most sectors of the economy. Now, what do you think is causing that job growth throughout the empire?
Throughout the empire? Well, basically, like I said, like reinvestment. There's been several factories in the auto industry to reopen on the East Coast due to the success of Chrysler and Ford, so they're ramping up production, building that Volt car. They had to start a whole new plant to produce Volt because you have the batteries, our new technology and such. And so it's a changing of industry. You know, from once again things that are fading out that used to be needed in this country into new products and new sources of goods for people.
Maybe they're putting out new jobs, new types of jobs. Who knows? Maybe they might even have a job for me. Never know.
They're hiring too many people from another place that are willing to work cheaper.
Well, what's called a job is overpriced. Overpriced oil, overpriced things, import and export. Coming in, import, export is overpriced, and it's causing us to go into inflation, high inflation.
Okay, now only one part of the economy lost jobs, and that was the utility sector, due to a labor dispute. Do you think organized labor helps or hurts workers nowadays?
Organized labor hurts workers right now because there's no jobs, and they're using machines and computers, and they're using less employment because of the minimum wage is so low, and that's why it hurts.
Do you think organized labor helps or hurts workers these days?
Okay, now that's a good question because there's a lot of people that are anti-labor, anti-union nowadays, but if it wasn't for the unions, we'd still be working 16-hour days for 30 cents a day. And sometimes they are a bit too powerful and they want a bit too much, but if it wasn't for them sticking up for workers' rights, we would be totally at the mercy of the people running the companies, and they would still be taking advantage. There's a lot of areas where there needs to be improvement for workers with as far as, you know, like insurance coverage, retirement. There's a lot of, like, even in the federal government, employees that never get the coverage they're supposed to be because they're only offered quote-unquote temporary positions, even though they go on for years and years. So I'm still pro-labor after all this time.
I think it depends on the industry. In some areas it may, on the short term, hurt, but in the long term, it's looking out for the people who are working and trying to get them the best possibilities.
I don't know. It kind of depends, I guess, on the group that you have. The group's a hard-working group. It might help it, but if it's not, then it might hurt you. So it's kind of a double-sided blade there.
Okay, so in closing, is there any last-minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
And nothing comes to mind other than seek happiness and joy. Be naughty.
Yeah, is everyone feeling good in Hollywood today? It's a wonderful summer. Happy August.
All I gotta say is hopefully they break a job out for us psychopathic jokers. Well, homicidal maniacs is more like it.
What I still like to say to other people, get ready for the future. Make sure to stop them with gold and silver and copper. And be prepared for the future when the deflation of our Federal Reserve note goes down. Make sure you be safe in one of the currencies or have some resources to do some trade.
Now this is Axis from the Predatory Lending Network signing out.